I was a Christian before, but now I have converted to Islam and I am at peace. I practice Islam very much and try my best to be a good Muslim. Before I converted to Islam, I was a gay. Now that I'm a Muslim, I still get feelings about other men. I try my best to avoid these feelings. How or what would you recommend me doing to totally void myself of homosexuality?
Brother, I can't give you any easy solution. I can't give you a pill. I said, look, you take this pill and your problems will be over. You see, a lifetime of evil habit, it takes great effort, great sacrifice, to control it, to curb it. What you need is good company and the company of Allah's Kalam. You read this book of God with understanding. If you read it with understanding, you will find that Allah Bari Ta'ala, God Almighty, is talking to you. And when you allow Him to talk to you and talk to you and talk to you, His words will do the job for you. There is no easy way. I can't say that there is some easy way that, as I said at the beginning, you take a pill or you take something, I give you a piece of paper with something written on it, put it on your neck and you will be, solving this problem. I have no such easy solution. It's a battle and which you'll have to carry out. To the best of your sincerity, energy, you carry it out, and I believe that God Almighty will help you in your effort to go straight. I hope so, inshallah.
How can you explain the fact that so many Christians believe in the Bible as it is these days, although you claim that it contradicts itself and it's so obvious?
I didn't get the joke. What is it?
Okay, how can you explain the fact that so many Christians believe in the Bible as it is these days, although you claim that it contradicts itself and it's so obvious?
You see, brainwashing. We all get brainwashed. See, last time when I came in 77, I was speaking to students and professors in the University of Berkeley, San Francisco. And I said, you are all brainwashed. So one professor stood up and corrected me. He says, no, programmed. I said, I beg your pardon, programmed. We are all getting programmed. You see, we are all programmed from childhood into certain beliefs, certain attitudes. And if nobody comes along with a better understanding, knowledge to reprogram you, to deprogram you, you remain there. Because he's like a drowning man. He's found something. You say, look, this book can't help you. It is the spirit within you that has helped you. You have been an alcoholic all your life. And you were looking for a way out. You wanted somebody to help you. You go home and you see your wife is terrified. You find the children are terrified. They're all getting out of your way. You know what's going on. It's terrible, it's horrible. But what can you do? What can you do? You don't like it, but you are helpless. You are in the clutches of this devil, alcohol. And there comes along a person with a little charisma, and he says, look man, think and believe that Christ is there for you. He's done everything for you. He's paid for you. Emotionally, you are in a mood for change. You are like a drowning man, struggling to get out, to save yourself from drowning, and the straw, that you hit upon the straw and you were able to come out. You say, the straw helped me. I says, no, it was the struggle that you have been going on in your heart and mind. The struggle you put up brought you to the shore, not the straw. But now when you are trying to explain that on a logical basis, it's look, it's your struggle that saved you. Your intention, your sincerity that saved you. So no, he's thinking that now you're trying to push him back into the mire. No, we are only explaining. But now people have gone through this experience and they're terrified. They let go of this. Christ died for my sins. He saved me. He says, brother, it is your determination, your will, your faith that saved you. He says, no, Christ saved me. As if he's terrified. He says, you want to drown him again, you want to push him back into it. Which is not the case. So you see now, we have to give the people an alternative. They haven't got it. The only book they know is this. And this book, they can see, the bulk of the people, they can see, man, what mess it has made. It hasn't got answers to the problems. So when he lets go, or he grabs anything. Hare Krishna movement. You know, the guys with the little pigtail, they go around dancing with the yellow saffron clothes and with the drumming. No, look, it is the mind. You know, you want something, grab something. I say, I get peace here. I get peace there. So you join the Munis, you find peace. You join Hare Krishna movement, you get peace. It's any movement. It is what you were yearning for, that you were striving for, and these are just excuses. The straws. It's not the straws that are saving you. So our Christian brothers and sisters, they don't know anything about the Quran. They know nothing about the Quran. If their own book lets them down, what about any Eastern book? The Quran, an Eastern book, what can it do for you? They don't know this book. And the trouble is with us. We haven't done anything to educate them. We ourselves, we don't know anything about the Quran. The bulk of us. How do you speak to a Christian? My Arab brothers, you see, look, no knowledge. You are good Muslims. At heart, maybe you are good Muslims. You know the Quran. But how are you going to explain to them what the Quran says? In your heart and mind, you understand when you say, Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim, in the name of Allah, most gracious, most merciful. وَإِذْ قَالَتِ الْمَلَائِكَةُ يَا مَرْيَمُ وَإِذْ قَالَتِ الْمَلَائِكَةُ يَا مَرْيَمُ إِنَّ اللَّهَ اسْتَفَاكِ وَطَهَّرَكِ وَاسْتَفَاكِ عَلَى نِسَاءِ الْعَالَمِينَ. Beautiful. Translate it. Translate it for your hearer. How are you going to translate it? So, well, you see, the angel came and he took, look, what else can you do? You know yourself, you understood it beautifully, mashallah. You know what it says. But now, you don't know the language, you don't know the right terminology. See, you are just a new person here. You know, you are maybe a mathematician and electronics and all that. But this language, how to translate what you are reading, you don't know. So my brother said about you people, he said, look, those Qurans are for the non-Muslim, American. He didn't use the word non-Muslim, but that's what he meant. American, most of you might be born here, you're also American. Muslim, born here, you're American. But he said, no. He had in mind non-Muslim American. So he let them have it. But that's also not good enough. You see, I said, you Arab also need it. Believe me, you need this translation. In this environment at home, you don't need it. Allah, in the sight of Allah, you don't need it. Translations you don't need. But now to talk to this, in this ocean of westernization, Christendom, English environment, you need a translation to put the correct words, correct meanings of what you are reading. It's there in the mind, but you can't reproduce it. So now you get the translation, Surah Ali Imran, chapter 3, verse 42, Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim, like this one here. Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim. So, وَإِذْ قَالَتِ الْمَلَائِكَةُ يَا مَرْيَمُ. So behold, the angel said, O Mary, إِنَّ اللَّهَ اسْتَفَاكِ وَطَهَّرَكِ وَاسْتَفَاكِ عَلَى نِسَاءِ الْعَالَمِينَ. That God Almighty has chosen thee and purified thee, chosen thee above the women of all nations. Ya Maryam uqnuti li rabbiki wasjudi warka'i ma'a raqi'in. So, O Mary, worship thy Lord devoutly, prostrate thyself and bow down in prayer with those who bow down. Now, if you can memorize that English, you know Arabic already. I have experimented on groups of Arab students in the at Dahran University. You see, I said, now how many of you know? وَإِذْ قَالَتِ الْمَلَائِكَةُ يَا مَرْيَمُ إِنَّ اللَّهَ اسْتَفَاكِ وَطَهَّرَكِ. How many of you? And almost 80% put up their hands. I said, are you all Hafizul Quran? He says, no. They said, how do you know? Well, constant reading, your language, easy to retain. Right. I says, mashallah, you have done the job, you know it. Now I said, now how to improve English? I'm going to teach you how to improve your English. You see, I learn many languages. I know many languages, some. I can quote you Indonesian, Swahili, Spanish. What language are you? Nigerian, Zulu, Tswana, Afrikaans, Zulu, Arabic, Hebrew. What language you want to hear? Tell me quickly. Of this I have name. What language you want to hear? Huh? German. I didn't say German. Come on. Any.